Hey, it's Desiree Stafford of DesireeStafford.com. And today I want to talk to you about why you've invested and you haven't seen the results that you want, you're not making your money back, all those kind of things. Because all those kind of things happen, and what happens is we start to lose faith in our business, we start to lose trust in the industry, that kind of stuff. So I want to share with you a couple of things that I've observed as a coach and mentor, as well as some things that I've observed as a client, right? As, you know, a client of other coaches and mentors. So this may be a little bit of, I may go off on tangents, let's just put it that way, because I'm very passionate about this topic. The first thing I want to let you know is that building a business is this kind of business. Let me clarify that. Building a coaching and mentoring business is very simple. This is not rocket science, okay? You're essentially taking your gifts, your talents, you know, creating an offer around it, and then helping someone create transformation in their life. How difficult is that, right? It's not that challenging. The problem comes when our stuff comes up, right? This is typically why you will then look to a program, you'll look to a coach, you'll look to a mentor to support you, because you're trying to market on your own, you're not getting results. And so you start to do things like work on your mindset. You start to do things like work on your marketing, work on your strategy, work on all this stuff, your branding. And none of those things are inherently bad. I think they're all fantastic. The problem is when you're not aligning yourself with the right coach or mentor, or you're not in the right program, and so you're focusing on the wrong things. And so you're throwing good money after bad, right? You're chasing shiny objects, which is what most people do, but it's not that you're not trying to make it work. You're doing everything that you can think of to make it work, but it's not working for you and you don't understand why, right? So a couple things will happen at this stage. A lot of people will blame their coach or mentor. They'll blame the program. They'll say, you know, I was duped, you know, whatever. And in my opinion, this is a partnership, right? The coach mentor relationship, it's a partnership between you and who you select as your professional. And what I see a lot of people do is they'll hire people based on popularity. They'll hire people based on the way they dress, the way they speak, like things that they like about them, but they're not really hiring people based on the results and the resonance that they feel with the individual. And that becomes an issue, right? Because you have to feel like the coach or mentor can actually explain things to you in a way so that you can get the results that they've gotten, right? If you're not getting that, if you're not picking that up from the marketing, all of the marketing that they do, then that's probably not going to be the right coach or mentor for you. And so that is the due diligence that you need to do on your part as someone who is a client, right? Because it wouldn't be fair of you to hire that coach or mentor, then get into that relationship and then realize, oh, this person can't help me. Because there's a lot of it's like going into a relationship, right? There are always indications as to whether or not the person that we're going to get into a relationship with is going to be maybe not the love of your life or your life partner, but whether or not that's going to be a fruitful relationship. It's the same thing when you're choosing a coach or a mentor. There are always indications. There's something about the way that they say, they explain things. Either you get it or you don't, right? When you attend their webinars, either you get it or you don't. The way they come across in their videos, in their any kind of communication that they do you resonate with them? Do you like their personality or don't you? Right? These are kind of the things that you need to be paying attention to when you choose to hire a coach or mentor, because it's not going to change once you get into the relationship, and you need to be responsible for that when you're choosing someone. All right? Now, I believe in coaching. I believe in having a mentor. I also believe you don't need them. And let me explain this to you. Okay? I think it's better for you to engage a coach or mentor when you want to work with that individual versus when you feel like you quote unquote need them. Because if you're coming from this need place, in my opinion, you're coming from a very disempowered place. And you don't always make the best choice when you're there. Okay? So when you're looking at a coach, first you also need to understand the difference between a coach, a mentor, and a strategist. Okay? A coach is someone who's going to ask questions. A coach is someone who's going to help you shift the way that you think, give you a new perspective, right? So that you can start to make different choices. You can start to respond to whatever's going around you differently, so you can take the actions that you need to take to get the results, right? That's what a coach does. A mentor will teach you how to do things. Typically, they're going to teach you how to do what they do in their business, right? So the mentor is the teacher, okay? The business strategist is someone who helps you lay out the plan. All right? And it's important that you know the difference, because a lot of you are hiring mentors and you're hiring strategists when you fucking need a goddamn coach, because there's stuff going on within your mindset that's holding you back. And you're relying so heavily on strategy and not getting the result. Because what are you doing? You try one strategy, it doesn't work. You try another strategy, it doesn't work. You try another strategy, it doesn't work. And you keep thinking that it's strategy because you're not doing the real work of going inside to figure out what is really blocking you. Okay? Because if you're taking all the actions, if you're showing up every day and you're not getting the results, there's something that you're thinking, there's something that you're believing, there's something that you're feeling that is influencing your lack of results. Okay? And I need for you to get this clearly so that you stop making poor choices. Personally, I am all three for my clients. I'm a coach. I'm a damn good coach. I'm a mentor, and I'm a strategist. Those are the three things that I'm gifted at. Not every person is gifted at those things, and you need to understand that before you hire the next person so you can make a more informed decision. Right? I can't tell you how many people come to me. Either, they'll send me a private message, or they'll, sign up for a discovery session with me, and they're working with someone else and they're not getting the results. Because what are they doing? They're focusing on strategy and strategy and strategy, and they're banging their head up against the wall till they get to a point of burnout, till they get to the point of wanting to quit their business because it's not working. And they go from program to program trying to do that. That is not what we do in my camp. Okay? Obviously, we work on strategy, but a lot of what we do is eliminating all the shit that's not working and the things that are going on in your head that are stopping you from getting the results. You already have the expertise, okay? You already have the expertise. It's just that if you're not getting the results, there's something that you are thinking. There's something that you're believing. There's some kind of story that you're holding on to that is preventing you from getting results, okay? So I'm saying this because I read a lot. I hear it a lot from people who reach out to me, but I also read a lot of people complaining about the coaching industry, blaming the coaching industry for their lack of results. And I'll be quite honest with you, I did that for a while. In the very beginning, I did it. So I understand it. And the reason why I am so passionate about sharing this with you is because you have to look at both sides, right? If you're investing and you're not getting the results, right? Who do you look at? It cannot be the entire industry, because there are a lot of people who are investing and they are getting results, right? My clients are those people. I am one of those people, right? So it's not the industry. And I'm not saying this to place blame on you. What I'm saying is because I need you to raise your awareness about why things are not working, so you can make more informed choices so that you can actually get the results. You and your family deserve better than this, right? You and your family deserve better. Hey, Tulu, how are you? You and your family deserve better. Right? So if you have invested in the wrong programs, if you've invested in the wrong mentor, if you've invested in the wrong coach, now you know why you haven't been getting the results. And in all fairness, I don't think you don't get any result. You get some result. It may not be the result that you signed up for or that you intended to sign up for, but you're always getting what you truly want, whether you believe it or not, even if it's something that you don't like. Even if it's something that you don't like. You're always getting what you truly want in your heart of hearts, which is one of the reasons why a coach is so powerful, to help you uncover what's going on with you subconsciously, right? Because you have blind spots. You can't always see. What is it? 90% of how we respond, our strategies, everything that we do that's habitual is in the subconscious. It's already programmed there. So that means you can't see it. It's just your natural, well, I wouldn't say natural, but it's your programmed way of responding to a particular situation or circumstance, which is why having a coach is so valuable to you, to help you, number one, recognize it and then create shifts around it, okay? Oh, I'm glad you got stuff out of the clarity. So that's that. Mentors are awesome because as a mentor, we can teach you how to do what it is that you need to do. We can teach you new skills, okay? We can teach you what we've done to get results. And we can also, the right mentor can not only teach you what we've done, but also help you tailor it, customize it for you and your specific business, okay? The strategist, we're the logical ones. We're the ones who will come up with the plan. Awesome. We're the ones who will come up with the plan to help you, get to whatever result you want with the least amount of work, the least amount of effort, the least amount of stress or overwhelm as possible. All right. But it's important that you get that distinction. So when you go out there to choose your next person to support you, you understand what you're actually looking for. All right. You need to understand that. If you've got the right mindset, then you don't need a coach, right? You typically will at that point need a mentor to help you, take your game to the next level by teaching you new skills, or you need a strategist who's going to help you create the plan. But if you know that your mindset is a problem, you also need a coach, okay? And not just any coach. You need to make sure that your coach focuses on mindset, because not all coaches do that, right? Some people call themselves coaches and I don't think really understand the power that they have to really help their clients shift their perspective. All right. So I hope you got a lot of value added today. Again, I just kind of went off in different directions and different tangents because I'm really passionate, and I think you need to hear this. I think you need to be educated on this so that you make different choices. All right. I'm just going to check my notes to see if there's anything else I wanted to share. No, I don't think so. I said in the beginning that, building this type of business is very simple. I will tell you that is a journey, right? It's a journey. So that means we're going to go up and down, up and down, up and down. And you need to make sure that you're choosing the right support, the right person as support, who can be with you as you go up and down, up and down, up and down, right? Which is why having a coach is so important. Even a mentor, the right kind of mentor, can, even if they're not focused on coaching, they can typically support you in this way, right? Because again, the journey, it's not always a straight path. Right? And especially when you're trying to, if you're selling like higher end services, for example, there's a lot of self-worth stuff that comes up. There's a lot of, do I deserve this stuff that comes up? And you need to work through that in order to be able to show up with confidence and conviction consistently until you get the results that you're after. Right? This is why you typically want to hire support. Again, you don't need support. You can do the business on your own. Typically it will take you longer. My dog nearly killed herself sliding on the hardwood floor. She's all right, but I'm just saying. You could do it by yourself. It typically takes longer. It's typically harder, and you'll typically give up when you try to do it by yourself, because if you are facing the up and down journey of being an entrepreneur on your own, it can create a lot of stress and anxiety. It's one of the reasons I became a coach was because I've had 3 other businesses prior to being a coach and mentor. Most of them were successful. One of them closed, and I felt like a total failure after that one closed. And I went back to the corporate world, and I realized then that had I had a coach in my corner, had I had someone to talk to when I was going through stuff to help me see things from a different perspective, then I would not have made the choice to go back to work, which was a very emotionally painful time in my life. That decision nearly killed me emotionally because I felt like I was giving up on myself, giving up on my dream. That's what led me to become a coach, which is why I believe so strongly in what I do, and the other professionals who do this as well. All right. And it's why I believe that for anyone to be truly successful, you need someone in your corner. I don't give a shit how simple the business is on paper. I don't believe that it's a business that you want to do by yourself. I think you should have a coach or mentor or strategist, someone in your corner supporting you throughout your business. I've had business partners and it wasn't the best idea for me. And if you don't have a business partner, and if your family, don't understand what you're doing, maybe they're not entrepreneurs, you need someone to talk to when the shit gets tough, right? When it gets hard, when it feels like it's not going to work, when you feel like quitting, you typically need someone in your corner when you're going through that kind of stuff. So make the choice between the type of people that I shared with you, or you can choose someone who has a trifecta of those talents. You can choose someone who is a coach, mentor, and strategist all in one. But whatever you do, have someone in your corner to support you when you're going through the ups and downs. That's right. You do need somebody in your corner in order to be successful. You got it. All right. So I hope you guys got a lot of value out of today's video. If you have, I invite you to like it. If you have feedback and you're watching, let's say the replay, for example, if you have feedback, you have comments, you can type them into the comments below and I will address them. And, what else? Oh, if you want to collapse your monthly income into a week or sale, check me out at DesireeStafford.com. And until we speak again, I hope you're up to big, bold things in your life and in your business. Take care.